Hey there, everybody. It's Fred Thomas, and you are watching Rideable TV, the home of frame and wheel, 80 bikes, and all things bike. And I'm going to do a bike tour about this 1992 Merlin Extralight titanium frame set. But before I do that, let me remind you that Frame and Wheel is the leading full-service provider of selling services for cyclists, bike shops, bike companies, bike teams, and nonprofit cycling-related organizations. And if you are any one of those entities and you've got gear, old, new, large, small, accessories, components, wheels, frame sets, bikes, you name it, we are standing by to help you get that stuff out of your space and to the market. You got better things to do, and you are better at other things than trying to get your gear sold on the secondary market. But you knew that. So if you got questions, you can reach out to me on any of the platforms and we'll talk about it. But let's dive into this Merlin Extralight frame set. And I have to say, we've seen these frame sets come through before. They're wonderful. They're handcrafted works of cycling art. This one is in very good condition. It has a remarkable story. It was purchased new in the early 90s, and then it wasn't ridden, and it sat in storage somewhere, and then it made it to another owner, maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 years later, and it wasn't ridden. And so it's basically a time capsule of U.S. hand-built cycling history. So let's take a closer look. It's a Merlin. I mean, has anyone ever thought about where the name came from? And my guess is, Merlin. He's in King Arthur. He was a wizard. He was into alchemy and titanium. You're mixing aluminum and vanadium, I think, and titanium to get the stuff. Anyway, I don't know where they got the name, but it channels the wizardry of the wizard himself. It is a 59 centimeter, so that's going to be suitable for someone 6 feet or a little bit over that. It weighs in at 3 pounds and 11 ounces. That's the frame and the fork. The frame is 1.67 kg. Titanium is a light metal. The fork is actually steel. It's a Sake Ringo. Sorry, not steel. It's aluminum. And that's apparently because titanium just doesn't do very well as for a fork. It's not strong enough. The seat tube diameter is standard 27.2 millimeter. You've got a non-replaceable rear derailleur hanger, but it's titanium. It's likely not going to bend. The tubes are all 35 millimeter in diameter, which is pretty cool. Therefore you need a clamp for the front derailleur. That's provided. They have a custom front derailleur clamp. The spacing is 130 millimeters, so you can run 10-speed or 11-speed hubs on it. You can do a lot with the wheels, and we managed to get 25 or 26 millimeter tubular tires into this frame. And the front fork. The question is going to be with the brakes. You'll have to get later generation Dura-Ace caliper brakes to accommodate the wheels, but you can get 25 millimeter tires in here, no problem. Maybe 26 millimeter tubulars, depending on the brakes. What else we got? The titanium is 2.5 titanium, which is, I guess, the standard titanium mix that's out there. The design is by Rob Vandermark. The lettering is on the other chainstay there. And let's talk about the sizing, or what some of the other specs here. We've got, let's see, 15.5 centimeter head tube. The steer tube is 20 centimeters. It's threaded. It comes with a Dura-Ace headset, 7400 series, a 1-inch threaded steer tube. And what are the other things? It's a 1992, and the serial number is XL041. And let's see, it comes with all this really cool literature. Sometimes when people sell their old bikes, they include all of the original paperwork, and it's really fascinating. So here we got, the original instructions The geometry information is there, and we've got a sort of an explanation about titanium. This is another explanation about titanium. But what was really, really interesting is this article from Bicycling Magazine from, I think it's 1980. Oops, what was it? I got the date on here. I could have sworn I saw the date. Whatever, early 90s. And it's got a lot of good information about the background of the company. They're all made in Somerville, and back in the heyday of New England bike manufacturing, handmade bike manufacturing. Fat City Bikes is right next door. So all of that history and cool is channeled in this frame. I also say it's got this square taper bottom bracket installed. It's called the grease guard bottom bracket, which I think means that you don't have to take it out in order to lubricate it. And what else? I mean, it's in great shape, and you can tell when a titanium frame is in great shape because the decals are not scratched. If it had been heavily used and heavily worn, these decals would have been worn right off. Decals don't stick to titanium very well, and if they do, they get scratched really easily. These things are virtually without any kind of scratch. So anyway, it's on the Frame and Wheel eBay store. We ship free. We ship within 1 business day. This is a rare opportunity to pick up a really cool bike that you could restore into something that is going to be really comfortable to ride. And you would most certainly be one of the only riders in your zip code on a bike like this. If you've got any questions about it, you can always let me know. That's all we got for now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.